Tonight, the final interview with the candidates in the Arkansas Attorney General race. Now, this week, we've heard from Democrat Jesse Gibson and Republican Leon Jones Jr. And tonight is Lieutenant Governor Republican Tim Griffin. Now, besides being the current Lieutenant Governor, Griffin is a former U.S. Congressman. He spent more than a quarter of a century in the military.
I think I have the background, the experience, the knowledge, and the passion and tenacity to be the best Attorney General for the people of Arkansas.
Griffin says he wants to take down criminals and scam artists in Arkansas, but also fight against federal overreach.
Sometimes the federal government gets involved in regulations, passing laws and what have you that go too far. And the states have the ability and the duty, attorney generals have the duty to push back.
He says his experience as a U.S. Congressman and part of the Judiciary Committee uniquely qualifies him to do that.
I want to have a specific identified part of the Attorney General's office focused solely on federal policy and how that federal policy impacts Arkansans.
Griffin also says he wants to fix the justice system he believes is too lenient on dangerous criminals.
A lot of people get 20, 25 years for crimes, and they serve 3 or 4, and then they're out again committing crimes.
He says that despite the U.S. having more incarcerated people per capita than any other, there are not too many people locked up in this country.
Well, how can there be too many people in prison when we don't catch all the murderers? We don't catch all the rape. I mean, we're just arresting a percentage of those who commit crimes.
Instead, he says people should be willing to have a conversation about whether certain people should be in prison. Still, he says cutting crime has to be the path forward.
If you want jobs to come to Arkansas and your community, quality of life is a key factor. People don't want to live in places where crime is high.
Griffin also does not believe that any of the bills the state legislature passed dealing with transgender people, abortion restrictions, or voting rights should be considered controversial.
A lot of the bills that were passed were controversial to the national news media. They were controversial to 60 Minutes. They were controversial to, folks in New York maybe, but they weren't particularly controversial to the people of Arkansas, and that's where we live.
Now, Griffin also says that the abortion restrictions passed further established Arkansas as the most pro-life state in the country.